What's up mga sa? Today, calculus score reveal naman tayo. Tanungin natin pa.
Ako feeling ko perfect ako kasi nag-review ako eh.
Ooh!
Ako feel ko sucks lang, average ganun.
As naman natin yung matalino naming classmate.
Siguro mga nasa 10 lang.
Okay. Not bad.
Ikaw.
Ako, feeling ko may isa akong mali for sure. So, ang 9/10 lang ako.
Anong over 10? Binasa mo binasa likod?
May nasa likod!
Oo!
Good morning, class. I've already checked your test papers, and here are the results. But did you guys even review for the test? And because of that, we are going to repeat that lesson about the logarithm. Again, class, in mathematics, the logarithm is the exponent by which another fixed value, the base, must be raised to produce that number. For example, the logarithm of 1,000 to base 10 is 3 because 1,000 is 10 to the third power, which is 1,000 to the 10 to the third power, or 10 times 10 times 10.
Dami namang mahogany dito. Invasive species to
Nakatulog ka na, Nak. Did you even understand the lesson?
Di nga po eh.
Okay, I'm going to give you a real-life application. For example, that mahogany that you said that is an invasive species. We can determine the population of those invasive species in our environment through logarithm. Did you understand it?
Yes po.
Okay. For example, environmental scientists use the logistic equation dP over dt is equals to Rp quantity 1 minus P over K, where P is population, R is growth rate, and K is carrying capacity to model the species populations or invasive species spread. Taking the natural log of both sides transforms exponential growth into linear form for easier analysis. Calculus integrates this to predict population trajectories, example in wildlife management or urban sprawl studies. Do you now understand?
Yes, indeed.
Puno ay alagaan!
Now, what are you doing here?
Hindi ko na po talaga napigilan yung ano ko, ma'am.
Did you understand our lesson?
Hindi po.
Okay, I'll give you a real-life application. The most robust and widely recommended formula for calculating the mean annual rate of deforestation is derived from the compound interest law, and utilizing the natural logarithm is... This formula is preferred over simpler linear calculations because it assumes that the rate of change is constant over the period between measurements, which better reflects the dynamics of forest cover change and allows for more accurate comparisons across different sites and time periods. Now, I'll ask you again, did you understand the lesson?
Yes po, ma'am. Akala ko nga po nung una hindi namin ito magagamit as an environmental student. Parang nagkikrib ako sa log. Parang ang daming particulate matter dito.
Particulate matter ba? We can incorporate that in calculus.
How, ma'am?
I'll give you a real-life application on how calculus relates to particulate matter. For example, pollution dispersion and diffusion models use calculus to mathematically describe the physical processes governing how particulate matter, or PM, moves and spreads in the atmosphere, enabling the prediction of ground level concentrations. The fundamental mathematical basis for most models is the advection diffusion equation, a partial differential equation derived using principles of calculus that expresses the conservation of mass for a pollutant. Now, did you understand how calculus relates to environmental science?
Yes po, ma'am.
Now, who wants to answer on the board?